Number of profitable Bitcoin addresses declines. More than Bitcoin price falls. 25,008 into Bitcoin. Small level support level. The market seems to be going down further. USDC. Media reports that Binance is about to collapse. CZ faces criminal proceedings. What exactly is going on? ERC20 is too full of garbage and needs to reduce its load. Rune protocol comes out. Will you give Bitcoin NFT? Bring new hope. American two parties. Budget disputes raging. Will the US government on October ye? Official shutdown. Fed's military order to control inflation. Will October become the year? The last interest rate hike month. Change the world with cryptocurrencies. Get our wealth code. Let's slowly become rich together.
This is Media Blockchain. On Wednesday, September 27th, in Michael, still in Hokkaido. Let us take a look at the market trends. The current price is $26,250. Fluctuate up and down, still in for hours level. Weak and volatile range. Let us look at the Fibonacci indicator. This round of rebound, highs and lows, they're all around 0.5. That means this retracement still relatively normal. Below the position of 0.618, about $25,800. This is a relatively strong support level, because 0.618, just after the last round of rises, psychological price of retracement, and the baseline position of the real market. If $25,800, if you can't hold it anymore, so this round of Mavericks market, it's basically over. Then below, it's life and death. The round number mark of 25,000. Let's take a look again. Number of profitable Bitcoin addresses. This is an interesting data. The current number of profitable addresses at 30.26 million, compared with the peak in July, 37.17 million, already dropped 19%, but everyone sees. The highest currency prices from 31,800 dropped to the current price of $26,250. The decline is 17%, but the extent of the decrease in profitable addresses lower than Bitcoin. It needs to be big. This means most Bitcoin holding addresses. In fact, the price is still relatively speaking, relatively high position. So next, if the currency price continues to fall, then the number of profitable addresses may decrease more rapidly. In the long term, these addresses will all be profitable, just a temporary loss. But in the short to medium term, if we want to unlock these more than 7,000 addresses, not in the short term, things that can be achieved, let us take a look at the exchange. Reserve status. This is a security indicator. We always have to pay attention. The one with the most adequate reserves currently, still Binance. A Spitzy $7.01 billion is far ahead, followed by We with a $9.05 billion, followed by Bitfinex Bibit and Kraken. Although still, Binance is the boss. But in the past month you can see, it has assets of us $330 million. It is a net outflow situation compared to other exchanges. This data is indeed not small, but we see other exchanges. Bibit has an inflow of us $424 million a month. We 24 hours, there was an inflow of $110 million. So it can be seen, it is possible for everyone to redistribute their positions on the exchange. Please like our program. We're here to help you sort it out 24 hours a day. What you must pay attention to. News from the crypto circuit. Let us look at Binance first. The world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Starting from March, after being sued by the Skype, life is very difficult. In June, the SEC again, Shutdown, the parent company of Binance, and Binance US, to register unissued securities, and improper handling of client funds, takes you court. It can be said that now, Binance's days are getting more and more tense, under the pressure of supervision. Binance US is in trouble. First, the trading volume dropped sharply. Then employees left in large numbers. Of course, this is just the US regulator. Just getting started on Binance. Appetizers to start with. Recently, another news broke out on Wall Street. Breaking news, says the U.S. Department of Justice is targeting Binance. Already expanded, year-long investigation, and may ultimately lead to Binance and founder Changpeng Zhou facing criminal proceedings and billions of dollars in fines. And he also said harsh words. Say this is the largest company in the world. Cryptocurrency exchange may already be on the verge of collapse. What do you think?
Since the SEC filed suit, Binance US has been delisted. Over 100 cryptocurrency trading pairs. Transaction volume also increased in September. Reached new lows. According to data, September trading volume, compared to 1 year ago in September 2022, it has also evaporated by more than 90. Within the past 3 months, more than a dozen Binance executives have resigned. Same time, Binance Empire year-to-date, at least 1,500 employees have been laid off. Because the Binance exchange is so large, if Binance collapses, market liquidity in the short term may evaporate rapidly. This will result in the price of the token sharp drop.
If Binance collapses, Bitcoin is probably going to go to 5 or 10,000 US dollars, and the entire industry will be screwed because Binance is definitely one of the larger players in the market. I mean, we've definitely seen a big decline in Binance in the past months, especially due to the fact that Binance is leaving all kinds of areas. But still, if Binance collapses, it will be a disaster for the market.
For this matter, Shutdown so far, no response yet. But there's news that it's because of the United States itself. I want to set up a business of my own. Compliant cryptocurrency exchanges, so before it was established, be sure to take Binance as market share. Got at least 50% for your own exchange. Win market space. This is a piece of gossip. But how credible do you think it is? You can leave it in the comment area. Let's discuss it together. But now what we want to look at is news itself. So far now, although Binance said he claimed not headquartered anywhere, employees are also scattered around the world. But many countries' current regulation of cryptocurrencies is becoming increasingly strict. Then Binance legal gates into various countries also narrowing. So the former CEO of Binance he even suggested that Shutdown said sold all the Binance shares. And what is even worse is that there are also discussions within Binance should she step down. After all, many senior executives have left, company mired in lawsuits from regulators. Then they think Shutdown continues to serve as the leader of the company, may be given to the company, bring greater risks. Anyway, now Binance cheese are all facing huge challenges and pressure. We will continue to pay attention to progress of this matter. But as a Chinese, I want to support Binance. Founder of Yesterday Ordinals, Kathy Rodama presents the Rune protocol called Rune. If you use one sentence to summarize this agreement, this is a simple ASCII-based, allowing Bitcoin users to access protocol with a better experience. Kathy thinks said, if this agreement, the on-chain footprint is small enough, it takes up very little space, and can promote trustworthy ASCII management, then no, Bitcoin is FET's protocol compared. It may reduce harm. Why do you say that? Because Casey is dissatisfied with BRAC20. It has been a long time. He thinks that the current BRAC20 agreement, just on the chain, created a lot of garbage ASCII. There is no public chain for Bitcoin, make any improvements, or revolutionary creation. Especially his recent two tweets posted. It is even more direct expression. Negative attitude towards BRAC20.
Propose the Rune protocol in this article. In the blog post of Imagination, Casey said the world of NFT, almost a hopeless one, an abyss full of deceit and greed. But Casey is just propose a Rune. This about the vision of Bitcoin FT protocol. He himself did not even have the will to realize it. But Casey's appeal lies there. We can already see, in less than 1 day, how excited are the players. Bitcoin NFT trading market Ordinals wallet. At 3 p.m. announcing the deployment of the Rune protocol, the first token Rune. In addition, a public reward was also launched. Be the first to make the team at Rune protocol indexer. 100,000 bounty available.
Although the first token Rune deployment has been completed, but in the comment section of the tweet, someone pointed out This appears to be an invalid deployment, so in Cathy's view, create your own art gallery became a paradise for speculators. It's a little hard for him to accept. So what is Casey's attitude towards Feds itself? It is also relatively negative. Casey's Rune vision. What is more, I have no choice but to tell everyone. I have better ideas than Brack20. Can everyone consider it? So will Brack20 die? I think. Don't be overly pessimistic. For several months, everyone can see, Brack20 has attracted a large number of teams for commissioning and construction. These teams will not, an idea from Cathy, just give up on your own efforts. And Brack20 actually. It also develops dynamically. We can combine it with the Lightning Network. Let's imagine. Can it be solved? No, everyone is trading. Some pain points in use. These are all can be used on Brack20. Reasons for expectations.
The US government is in crisis again. Encryption bill advances. Bitcoin spot ETF application. What to do? The US economy is not that resilient. Black Swan event. It will teach the Fed a good lesson.
Fiscal year 2023 will end on September 30th because of the bipartisan budget issues in the United States. Curling from the U.S. Congress not passed yet. It will take effect on November 1st. Federal government budget 2024. If there's no wait before September 30th, if agreement is reached on the appropriations bill from the U.S. federal government, probably from November 1st, official shutdown, SEG, resolution on cryptocurrency application, cryptocurrency lawsuits, advancement of congressional bills, etc. may be affected, so the legislative process of cryptocurrency, of course it will also be delayed, even put it on hold.
If the federal government really shuts down, July this year, U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services Committee members voted to pass 21st Century Financial Innovation and Technology Act, Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, Payment Stablecoin Clarity Act, Reserve Tokens Act. These might have been, during this session of Congress, enter the House of Representatives. Bills at the plenary voting stage will be affected. Also, SEC will operate with only skeleton staff. Responses to cryptocurrency ETF applications. Progress in several key lawsuits. There is no way to advance application documents for companies that want to go public. There will also be no way to approve. If during this period, a major event occurred, the SEC is also unable to fully supervise the market. Will affect the entire market. Cause serious impact.
In fact, the U.S. federal government is shutting down. Not once anymore. The longest time. That is when Trump was in office. The federal government once shut down for 35 days. This is what I can find. Longest closed record. Of course the federal government is shut down. The biggest impact is, all departments of the government will be shut down. Some public facilities services will also be stopped. Then some government civil servants. Their wages will also be affected. What we care about most is, the butt determines the head. Don't close the door now. Get the application for SpotETH approved as soon as possible. In this case, the days of the currency circle, everyone can feel better, isn't it? Let's talk again. The topic of interest rate hike from the last FOMC meeting. Oil speech. Very hawkish, and at meetings, Fed officials' comments. High interest rates may still have to be maintained. Quite right. At least we started in June, judging from the published key data. It has increased from 3 to 3.7, so inflation is already rebounding. Then interest rates will rise. It is possible, so in the market, on whether interest rates will be raised, still for all kinds of discussions. So will interest rates be raised next? Under what conditions will interest rates be raised? Will interest rates be cut? Let's take a look. President of the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, what Cash Colley said.
Minneapolis Federal Reserve Bank President Cash Kelley. I think before the end of this year, need to raise interest rates again. One of the Fed officials, Cash Kelley, recently said. Given the unexpected resilience of the U.S. economy, the Fed may need further increase in interest rates and remain high for a period of time. to bring inflation back to 2%. He also thinks, if inflation cools down next year as expected, the Fed will need to cut interest rates to avoid excessive tightening of policies. At the same time, he said that even if the Federal Reserve interest rates have been rising, but consumer spending is holding up so well, surprised him.
It can be said that the current Fed officials, almost the same caliber, the same genre, just one pair, failure to control inflation, never give up. It seems there are a few coming. The explosion of traditional banks, a few more black swans. Only then can this group of officials learn the attitude of the market. You don't cut interest rates. I just lay flat. Of course the Fed, we have emphasized again, the Fed's biggest goal is to control inflation. As for whether the bank will explode or not, will the market fall, who will be president, he really doesn't care. His first priority, to maintain the competitiveness of the U.S. dollar. Let us take a look at Express in crypto space.
Siam Commercial Bank of Thailand. Digital Asset Department. Cooperate with Hashed, a Korean Web3 investment institution. Signed a cooperation agreement. Jointly conduct research and development programs and activities designed to promote decentralized technology, regional and global adoption. Web-Sun data infrastructure chain base. Added support for TON blockchain. Will be the TON blockchain, provide data indexing products and node deployment services. Loud according to developer. Unique use cases freely exploitable. Query and analyze all TON data. And for projects and developers. Provide low latency, high reliability connection. Decentralized trading platform TraderJoe. Post a proposal in the Arbitrum community to the Arbitrum DAO Treasury. Apply for 1.83 million ARB grants. Will be used to improve spot liquidity and transaction efficiency. Promoting Arbitrum ecosystem development. Attract more users. Join the Arbitrum ecosystem. CEO of X Platform. Linda Yaccarino recently confirmed. X Platform will launch video calling function as its Do Everything app. Part of transition. At present, new code display in X application, it will support audio and video calls. And only have users with X Premium membership to use this feature. Google Threat Analysis Team. Security researcher Maddie Stone tweeted. Year to date, 44 zero-day vulnerabilities discovered. 12 have been discovered in September alone. And throughout RR, total of 41 zero-day vulnerabilities were discovered. I told everyone yesterday.
The first principle of short-term investment, the principle of profit retracement. Let me tell you today. The second principle, the principle of capital preservation. No matter which cryptocurrency you buy, when it gradually loses, when it falls to 15%, you should cut yourself off and leave, even and stay safe. I personally think that 15% is a more appropriate retracement advice. Of course you can adjust according to your own situation. For example, set 20% or 10% or 5% is okay. But remember, on short-term operations, stop loss is a must-set position. Otherwise you will lose your whole principle. Cryptocurrency investment. It is a very high-risk investment, especially short-term operations. In a market with unlimited ups and downs, you are likely to lose the whole principle. So remember to do short-term operations. Must use the amount of loss that can be tolerated to invest. That is all for today. Our program will help you sort out news from the crypto space. You must pay attention to 24 hours a day. If you think our program helps, welcome to join our member-exclusive group. All membership benefits are here. We will survive the bear market with you. Let us become rich together. See you tomorrow.